So in the pattern, color 2 is going to be black. And it says right before we're on round 5 right there, see? Okay, so color 2, whatever color your color 2 is, we're going to use that, okay? In mine, I'm going to use black, okay? That's why I put a 2 above it. Okay, but before, round 4 is where we fastened off. See, it says fasten off, okay? And then it says after we fasten off, we need to turn it, okay? So here I fastened off. Now I'm going to flip it over, okay? Now, on to round 5. This is after we turned it. This round, the one where we're getting ready to put round 5, it says that this is the right side. Okay, so I'm going to take one of my markers, okay, and I'm going to just clip it wherever you want, doesn't matter, but I'm going to put it on there so then I'll know that this marker is telling me that this is the right side of my work for the blanket, okay? And this marker, I'm just going to leave it in there. I'll leave it in there until I'm done, you know, until I'm finished with the project, okay? I won't have to be moving it. Okay, so it says to take the next color, which is color black for me, because I have that it's color number 2. Okay, so let me find where I found my end here. Here it is. Okay, so move that out of the way. Get my black yarn. Pull me up some slack here so then I won't be having to pull on it so much. Okay, so here I am getting ready to start it. Okay, it says with the black join in the chain 2 corner space. So you can put it in any corner space that you want. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go into this corner space where my straggler were from where I fastened off, okay? So I'm going to go into that. Now, what I like to do is I'm going to lay it across the back of or across the top of that chain space. So I'm going to insert my hook into that hole. Now I'm going to get my new color, hook it on and pull it through, okay? Hold all these together, and for this one thing I'm going to be working over that red. I mean, for the first few stitches that I'm going to do in that corner to help secure. I will have to weave in the red end, but this will get me started on weaving in. So anyway, it says to pull up the loop, and then it says to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now I've got my black connected. And then it says 1 double crochet in that same corner space. So into the hole I go, and with 1 double crochet. Okay, I know using black is probably kind of difficult because of the color. Let's see, I'm going to reach over here and see if I can find a piece of paper or something I can maybe, let me try this. And I'll put this under here. Hopefully it won't be too crinkly and noisy, but we'll see if this works. So you can see the black, okay? Okay, so kind of fold it down here so maybe it won't move. Okay, so now what do we do next? So we chain 3 and we did 1 double crochet in that same corner space. Okay, now it says to chain 1. Okay, all this I'm just going to push to the back, okay, because I'm going to have to weave those in, okay. Chain 1, and then it says 3 double crochet in the next chain space. So what we're going to do is we're going to just work across this side, okay, and then we're going to quit, okay. We're not going to go around anymore. We're just going to do this row, and it's going to be just on this one end. Okay, so I chained 1. Now it says 3 double crochet into this next chain 1 space, which is the first hole there. Okay, so 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Okay, and now it says we're going to do that 3 times because see, we have 3 holes here. We have that one, and that one, right? So we're going to do 3 double crochet with a chain 1 in between them, and then 3 double crochet in the next one, 3 like that, okay, in each one. So here's our 3 double crochet, chain 1, and then we're going to do 3 double crochet in here, the next chain space we come to, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1. Now we're going to do 3 into that one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1. Now we're over here in the corner. Now, for the corner, we're not going to do a corner like we did before. We need to follow the instructions here, and it says to chain 1, as always, which we did after that 3 double crochet grouping, and then into this corner space, we're just going to put 2 double crochets. That's it. So instead of 3, we're going to put 2. 1, 2. Okay, and that's all of row 1. And now it says to turn it, because like I said, we don't want to go down this corner. We're just working across this side, and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to turn my work. Okay, and now it says for round 2, it says to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then it says to chain 2 double crochet into the next chain space, which is going to be right there. Okay, so 2 double crochet here. 1, 2. Okay, now I can get some more yarn. I had this big pile of yarn barf come out when I was looking for the end, and so the excess, I just kind of wrapped it around the skein, or skein, to get it out of the way. So I'm kind of pulling it out here to get me some slack. So anyway, so we did that. We chained up 4, and then we did 2 double crochets in that first chain space. Okay, and then it says chain 1, and now here in the middle we're going to do the same as what we have been doing, where we chain 1 and then 3 double crochets here, and then chain 1 and then 3 double crochets in the next hole, and then chain 1, and we'll see what we have to do at the end. Okay, so let's do that. So we chained 1 already, so we're going to do 3 double crochets here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's that chain 1 space from the row below. My paper is moving, sorry. Okay, and then chain 1, and now we're going to do 3 double crochets in this next chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then chain 1. And now this one, let's see if this last one, if it's a little different on the instructions. Let's go back over here to this. We are on row 2, and it says we did chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space. We did that twice, this one and that one, right? We did it twice. And then it says to chain 1, and then it says in this last one, this one right here, we're only going to put 2 double crochets, not 3. So 1 and 2, and then chain 1, and then we're going to skip this double crochet, and we're going to put 1 double crochet in the top of our turning chain. Okay, so top of the turning chain, 1 double crochet. Okay, so there's round 2. Okay, and then we need to turn again. Each time we have to turn after each row. Okay, each row and each round. Okay, now I need to turn the page of my instructions here. Now on row 3. So here on row 3, it says to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and it says 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space. So it's that one right there next to it. Okay, so we're going to put 1 double crochet there. So it's going to actually look like 2 double crochets. Okay, see? Okay, and then now we're going to do the part in the middle is going to be always the regular, where you're going to have 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. Okay, so that was a double crochet we just did. So chain 1, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then this one's going to be a regular one as well, so we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to put 3 double crochets in there, that chain space. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then chain 1, and then now we have this one, so we're going to put 3 in that one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then chain 1, and now we're going to be in the last one, and it says for the last one we're going to put 2 double crochets into that hole right there. Okay, instead of 3 we're going to put 2. So 1, 2. Okay, so now we're at the edge. We're now at the edge. See, we've done three rows. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now I need to pull out a little yarn here, and we're going to do one more row, and then we're going to be finished with our color number 2, and we can go on. Okay. Okay, so now, as always, at the end of the row, we're going to turn it. Okay, so we turned it over, and now we're going to do row 4. It says chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it says 2 double crochets into the next chain 1 space, which would be right here. Okay, so we're going to put 2 in there. 1, 2. Okay, and then we're going to stop right here just for a minute or a second here or whatever, and we're going to get our other marker that I said we needed 2 markers. Okay, and we're going to put a marker into this loop that we made. Okay, and that's going to show us where we're going to start our next color. It's if you do this and use these markers, then it will make it really easy as far as helping you know what direction to turn it and which direction to go when you're adding your other colors. Okay, and you'll see that in just a minute. Okay, so we did chain 4, and then we did 2 double crochets into that first chain 1 space, and we put our marker. Okay, now we're going to chain 1, and now we're going to do the 3 double crochet, chain 1, you know, like that, until we get over here to the end. So chain 1, and then 3 double crochets here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, into that chain 1 space from the row below, right? Chain 1, and now we're going to do 3 double crochets into that one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1, and then I'm just check my instructions here to make sure I'm doing it right. Now into this one we're going to put 2 double crochets there. 1, 2. Okay, chain 1, and then the very last it says to do 1 double crochet on the top of this turning chain, this chain 3. So we're going to do 1 in there. We're going to skip this double crochet, and we're going to do 1 in the very end there. 1 double crochet. Okay, so there's our black. That's our first section, or color 2, whatever color you're going to be using. Okay, and then it says to fasten it off and then to turn it over. Okay, so I'm going to fasten it off. I'm not going to need this paper anymore, this noisy crinkly paper. And I'm going to fasten off right here. Cut my yarn, move that out of the way. I'm going to chain 1 and pull it all the way through to fasten it off. Pull it tight, okay? And then it says once you fasten off, you want to turn it over, okay? Okay, now we are now going to use our color number 3. Okay, so my color number 3, right here, number 3, is white. Okay, so I'm going to grab that one. Get a collect amount off here so I can have some slack. Okay, now it says with the next color in the color sequence, so we did number 1, and then we did number 1 was this one, then we did color number 2, so number 3 will be the next color. And it says, with the next one in the sequence, attach the yarn in the corner where the marker is. Well, see, when I flipped it over, now my marker is on this corner. So this is where I want to start. So I'm going to turn this. For me, it's counterclockwise. I think that's right. And then I'm going to start in that hole, and I'm going to go across this section and do my next bar, okay? And it's going to be done the same way that I did the black, okay? The color number 2, okay? But I'm going to start right here. So I'm going to insert my hook into that hole. I'm going to draw up the loop of my color number 3, and it says to chain 3. Okay, now I'm going to show you on the pattern where that is. Okay, so on the pattern, you see where it says, with next color in color sequence, attach yarn in corner where the marker is, okay? And then, so now we're on this section right here. Now, what I did, if you can see, I did some underlining. See those? And what I did, the reason I did that is because the bar of color that we're going to be working on is going to consist of these 4 rows, okay? And you're going to repeat this every time you do a color. I mean, add a color or doing a bar. I'll call them bars. It's going to be 4 rows worth, okay? And I went through, because right in the middle, each row is the same thing, where you're doing chain 1, 3 double crochet into the chain space, and then chain 1, 3 double crochet. It's the same thing on the sides in the middle. It's just that in the very beginning of the row is different, and then the very end of the row you do something different depending on what row you're on. And so I went here and I underlined this first part. Like for example, this one, I do a chain 3 and then 1 double crochet in the same corner, and then after that it's going to be the same, just the 3 double crochet groupings with the chain 1 in between there. But then at the end it'll be different because it says chain 1, 2 double crochet in the corner space, so that's different. So I underlined that because, see, in the next row, on row 2A, it's different because this one you start with the chain 4 and then you do some 2 double crochet in the next chain 1 space. That's different. And then at the end you do 2 different things that are the same. In the middle it's going to be the same. It's going to be chain 1 and then 3 double crochet into the chain 1 spaces, okay, until you get to the last part at the end, and then it'll be changed. It'll be 2 double crochet in chain 1 space, and then chain 1, and then 1 double crochet on top of beginning chain 3. So anyway, just to kind of help me to remember that the beginning and the ending is a little bit different, but the middle is going to be the same type of formula, I guess you say. I underline them. So anyway, so we are on row 1A, okay, and it says chain 3, 1 double crochet in the same corner. Okay, so when I attach my yarn, there's my chain 3, and then it says 1 double crochet into that same corner, so into that same loop. And I'm going to work over this straggler in the back just to lock it into place. I'm going to put 1 double crochet. Okay, now I'm going to do the regular chain 1, 3 double crochet grouping all the way across here until I get to the other corner. Okay, so chain 1 in this next chain space. Can you see that? My hand behind it. Right there, I'm going to put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then chain 1, and then right here is the next one. I'm getting the next hole, right? And so I'm going to put 3 double crochets into that one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm out of the black. You should be able to see it better. Chain 1. And I'm going to put 3 double crochets into that next hole. 1, 2, 3. chain 1, and I'm going to put 3 into that one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1, 3 into this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then chain 1, and then we're to the next corner, so I want to look on my instructions and see what it says to do. It says I chained 1 already, and now it says to do 2 double crochets into that corner space. So 1, 2. And that's all of row 1, see? So now I'm going to turn it, because I'm at the end, so I'm going to turn it over. Okay? And now I'm ready to start row 2. See, for this one it says to start out with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it says to do 2 double crochets in that first chain 1 space, which is this first hole right there. So do 2 in there. 1, 2. Okay, chain 1, and now until we get across over to this last one over here, we're going to do in each of those 4, we're going to use the regular 3 double crochet with chain 1 in between them. Okay, so 3 double crochet into that hole. 1, 2, 3, and then chain 1, and then 3 double crochet into that one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1, 3 double crochet into that one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, pull out some more yarn here. Okay, chain 1, we got to do 3 double crochet into the next one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1, and now we're going to do let's see, so now we're into this one, which is the last chain 1 space, or the last hole before we get to the very last 2 stitches. And so if we look on our instructions here, it says to chain, let me see, yes, and it's, so we chain 1 like regular, and then this one we're going to put 2 in there instead of 3. So 1, 2, like that, and then chain 1, and then we're going to do 1 double crochet. We're going to skip this stitch, this double crochet. We're going to skip that, and we're going to do 1 double crochet in the very end, which is the top of the chain 3 turning chain, or yeah, turning chain that we did from the row before. So there's 1. Okay, so there's row 2. Okay, so we got 2 more rows, and we'll be done with color number 3. So as always, at the end of the row, we flip it over, you turn it, our work, and now we're ready to start row 3. Row 3 says to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it says 1 double crochet into that chain space right there next to it. So 1 double crochet into that chain 1 space in that hole. Okay, and now we're going to do the same in the middle part, which is chain 1, 3 double crochets, and we're going to do that all the way until we get to the very last hole there. Okay, so chain 1, and we're going to do 3 into this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1, and now we're going to do 3 into that one. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1, 3 into the next one. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, 3 into that one. 1, 2, 3. chain 1, and then I need some more yarn. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1, and we look at our instructions for this row 3, 3A in the instructions, and it says to do 2 double crochets into this last one here. So 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that's row 3. Okay, one more row and then we will change color. Okay, so turn it over, turn our work, and ready to start the next one. This is row 4, and we're going to do a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're going to put 2 double crochets into this hole right there. 1, 2. Okay, now we need to move our marker. So we go back over here to where our marker was, right here. We're going to take it off, and I'm going to put it into this chain 4 space, this loop that we just made. So I'm going to put it there. Okay, now I'm going to finish the row. Okay, so chain 1. Now we're going to do the regular 3 double crochet, chain 1 in the middle for these holes in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in the middle. Yes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1, and then 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Now we're going to go in this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1. We're going to do 3 in that one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1, and then we're going to look over here to see if we need to put another one. Let's see. Now into this one, wait, let me see. Yeah, into this one we're going to put 2 double crochets. So 1, 2, chain 1, and then it says to skip this stitch, and we're going to put a 1 double crochet in the top of that turning chain on the edge there, in the top of it. So we're going to do 1 double crochet. Okay, so there's our chain. There's our 4 rows of color number 3. Okay. Okay, and it says to fasten off and then turn it over. Okay, so we're going to fasten this off. Chain 1 and then just pull it all the way through and then tighten it up. Okay, and then turn it over.